podium. University of Maryland Eastern Shore's head coach, Fred Batchelor. Coach, first of all, congratulations on the win. Great game, great game. Hold a ticket for it. Introduce us to you young ladies, and then we'll get general comments about the game.
Junior, redshirt senior, Alexis Udoji from Boston, Massachusetts, and senior point guard Jessica Long from Maryland. Where are you from, Washington. Fort Washington, suburb of Maryland.
Coach, general comments about the game today.
First, I'd like to say congratulations to Coach Six and Hampton. This would not be the win that it's been for our program if they were not the program that they've been for so long. They've dominated the league, they've represented the league inside and outside, non-conference, and they're determined, and I'm sure they're going to continue to advance and play in the postseason, and this will probably make them play even better. So I say congratulations to them on their championship. And as they move on, I wish them best of luck. But our girls were determined. They wanted it today. They were committed. They were 100% bought in on what we needed to do. And I thought we played well enough to put ourselves in a position to make a shot 4 seconds to go to win the basketball game.
Coach, talk a little bit about what did you all do second half. I mean, you limited Hampton to just 19 points in the second half. A team that normally scores pretty well. What did you all do differently in the second half?
Well, you know, they struggled. They struggled shooting the ball a little bit. You know, we kind of tried to mix up the defenses as much as possible. We played about 4 different defenses. We tried to throw them off. But I thought we limited them to 1 shot, which was huge. And, you know, I just think they struggled a little bit to shoot the basketball. I mean, Frida's, who's a great scorer, probably didn't have her best game. You know, 4 for 15, 0 for 4 from 3. I mean, when's the last time she didn't make a 3 in a game? You know, it's funny talking to Coach Brown from Coppin this morning. You know, everybody talks about coaching and this, that, and the other thing. He says, let's just hope they miss shots. And with 3 minutes to go before the meet, I go, okay, they need to miss some shots. And we need to make sure we get the offensive rebound. I thought that was a big difference in the game.
All right, we'll open up for questions.
Jessica, the last play, just talk us through it.
Basically, we practiced this play, last second situation that we had practice. I knew how much time that I had to get to the basket, and I just executed the play. Lexi set a very good screen, and when I saw the daylight, I took a shot.
Lift your hand. What did you know?
When I left my hand, I didn't start.
I'll make every shot.
Jessica, what did you guys do better today that you didn't do up there when you lost to them earlier this season?
We controlled the tempo. When we went down to their place, we played their style, which was push and run, and we didn't want to do that with them today, and we showed it, and that's what we did.
Coach,
I'm sorry. Let's just talk about the rebound. You had a double-double today. You know, out rebounding. We talk about how important that was, especially in games like this.
I feel like rebounding is an important aspect of every game. So I feel like if we can beat a team on the boards, that's it. Then we control the game and we win.
Coach, 35 turnovers in that first game. Was it just a matter of slowing it down, or did you take it more care? Was that the emphasis today?
No, it was the emphasis, but we added another ball handler on the floor, which I thought probably was key. Starting Mariah McCoy for Terriana Kelly. And this unselfishness of these kids, even Shawnee Sweeney, senior, who's been starting for us every game this year. You know, she communicated to me that she thinks we needed another ball handler on the floor, and she would be willing to come off the bench. She came off; those 2 kids came off the bench and made critical shots. Kelly made a layup with no time in the first half to give us a little momentum coming out, and Shawnee hit a couple threes. So it's the unselfishness of these kids that really allowed us to do what we were able to do as far as play with 4 guards and handle the tempo a little bit better. And Alexis Hicks, the freshman from North Carolina, was huge for us over the last 2 games because she relieved some pressure from Jessica handling the ball. I think she may have had 1 turnover, but I thought she did a good job of coming in and helping us take care of the basketball and relieving the pressure with having a couple ball handlers on the floor.
Also, the rebounding, I imagine that was a point of emphasis too. You really did a great job on the boards.
Well, Lexi, I have to say Lexi. I mean, I'm in practice sometimes and we're playing and I'm hearing Lexi scream about rebounding. I'm like, oh yeah, rebound, you know. Nobody's crashing, coach. You know, she's been our rebounding consciousness all year long, and she's been the leader with that. She's been pushing the other girls to do that. I thought Mariah McCoy playing with her and playing instead of Kelly, who was big for us. Mariah had a couple big rebounds in that game that made the difference. And so a contribution of all the kids, but we think rebounding is a matter of toughness, and if nothing else, we want to be a tough team.
Coach, talk about other than being player of the year, when you take the series to only 9 points in there.
I thought that we just did good. I thought she missed some shots. She got some good looks. She missed some shots, but we paid attention to her. I thought our girls did a good job when we were in the triangle too, and limiting her shots and contesting all shots. And we paid attention to her, and we said if somebody else was going, it was going to have to be somebody else who was going to have to beat us. We made sure that it wasn't her. We tried to make sure it wasn't her, and we left other kids in positions to beat us, and we were able to take advantage of the fact that they weren't able to.
I know you all are going to enjoy this today, but how do you come down from it with these 2 days rest to still have a semi-final game to play on Friday at the game?
Yeah, we're going to enjoy today, right?
No,
No?
I'm not really satisfied. We're supposed to, we came in here, I already know we was going to, we believed that we was going to win. And from here on out, all we got to do is win. There is no celebration until it's the end, until we walk in with the trophy.
Hampton, as your coach said, has dominated the league in the tournament for a number of years now. But at what point today did you feel like, hey, we have a shot, we can play with these guys?
I walked in the door. Watching from when we played them back there, they didn't. I'm not taking anything from their defense, but we beat ourselves. If we didn't beat ourselves, it was going to be a ball game, and they didn't want that.
Coach, when did you know? I mean, just looking at the bus over here, like in the pregame, did you get a sense that, hey, these kids really believe?
I've been probably the biggest fan of these kids, and not for basketball purposes. We decided 3 years ago to go in a different direction with the type of kids we want to build our program. We talked today about the bamboo tree and how we planted, and we haven't seen any growth. Over the last 2 years, we've had our worst 2 seasons in the time I've been there, which has been really tough for us, for our program, for our athletic director supporting it. We decided to clean out. We started with 6 freshmen 2 years ago, which was tough on a couple of these kids that they had to be around to go through it. So, but the thing that they've done is that they show growth. They continue to stick with. They don't fight me in practice. Coming off of a tough loss, they come back to practice the next day and they're ready to work. They don't fight me to do the things that we need to do to be a better team. And I thought today they were rewarded for their attitude, their mentality, their character, and their determination to be successful beyond basketball. And I think that's what we're going to see from these kids. Our program represents something beyond basketball, and I'm happy to see that we were able to accomplish something on the basketball court big for everyone else to recognize. But like Betsy said, we still got some more work to do in order for us to really be satisfied with what these kids are capable of, and we want to try to build something that's going to be special for a long time.
Okay, Coach, you mentioned playing 4 or 5 different defenses today. What worked and what did you use?
A couple times we were in, I don't know what
We weren't in anything, trying to figure out anything. We just talked our way through it. Like somebody's open, somebody there. We really were not in anything for about 15 straight.
and what makes a difference on any defense that we're in.
Just talk, communicate.
Coach, last one for me. That was what you called in the timeout or last play. It happened exactly as you practiced, as you wanted it.
Pretty much all I wanted to do was get the ball to Jessica. And I knew that whatever happened from there, that was my objective, because I knew that was our best person. We practiced this over and over again to try to get them an idea to see how much time 4 seconds is. And it's enough time not to hurry, not to be rattled, and get the type of shot we want. So it was still time on the clock when she took the shot, and kids were running on the floor, and I'm screaming and hollering at them about getting off the floor, because there still was some time. And I think the fact that we were able to practice this and they continue to support and believe in what we're doing as a program was the difference in that one play.
Does it have a name?
Go? Go.
Jessica, go.
It's a good name.
Coach, 11th season at UMass. Where's this one rank for you?
That is unfinished until we cut down the nets. This is to me, this is the biggest win we've had in conference since I've been here, to answer that question. But if we don't take advantage of this opportunity that's in front of us, the fact that we've competed well enough against every other seed that's in the program, we've beaten almost every team that's left in the tournament at some point in time with an 8-8 record. So, you know, we have to make sure that that team that won 8 games shows up over the next 2 days, as opposed to the team that lost 8. And I think at that point, we will be able to do something that this university hasn't seen in its existence, and that's winning the MEAC championship.
Can you talk a little bit about Shawnee? You know, she had been struggling for, it seemed like a few straight games, and comes in the second half and was shooting lights out and kind of really gave you guys a spark. What did you see from her, and kind of what, did you really kind of expect her to kind of snap out of her funk and provide you guys the lift you needed right there?
I'm a firm believer in that kid. You know, she's a hard worker. She's perfect. I told her that the other day, senior day. She's perfect. I know it's perfect, but she's perfect to me. She works her butt off every day. I mean, that sacrificial text that she sent me about not wanting to start and then coming in and helping the way she did was huge. And that's, you know, she's a 3.8 student. You know, she's a great kid from a great family. We have some special kids, and she's one of them. And I think as a senior, that trickles down and makes a big difference in the entire culture of our program.
Either player, is this the best game and kind of the most confident this team has been all season, do you feel like?
It's weird because we're a confident team, and you know sometimes we get in our funk and then we just get right back. We just know how to bounce back. We're a really, coach's favorite word, resilient team. Like we really are, and we prove it every day. Every time we step on the court, we're always fighting, and we never give up, and we just know how to stay tough, and that's a credit to Coach Lee.
Just talk about having to take care of the basketball in the second half. First half, you'll turn the ball 11 times, only 4 in the second half. Talk about taking care of basketball in that second half.
We finally, you know, got the jitters out, and as we noticed that they really weren't forcing us to get the ball up, so there was no need to force the pass. Everybody just became more confident as the game went on. Moya Zabriskie, she became more confident. Mariah McCoy, Matiana Burke came in. Everybody was confident in their ball handling ability, which allowed them to win the tournament.
All right. Are there any other questions at this time?
Almost, Coach, what do you see with your semifinal opponent?
We don't know yet.
Winner is the Compton and Norfolk. I couldn't wish for either one of them. They're both 2 tough teams, and they're going to be tough on those.
All right, Coach. Again, congratulations. Thank you. Enjoy the win, Coach.